Hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend so far, and thanks for logging on to your Aggieland Carpet One forecast. I'm meteorologist Crystal Plone. Now, we had seen some isolated showers and thunderstorms earlier this afternoon, and because of that, our temperatures are now in the upper 70s and the low 80s. It does feel very humid outside, so if you are heading out, it would be a good idea to bring a water bottle just in case. But here's what radar looks like. We did see some light rain earlier this evening. There were a few thunderstorms this afternoon, but those have pushed off towards the north and are currently affecting the DFW Metroplex. But what we're really watching out for here at home is all of these thunderstorms off towards our west. A couple of these have a few severe thunderstorm warnings associated with them. There is a lot of lightning and a lot of heavy rain associated with it as well. So that is why we actually have a flash flood watch that will be in effect from midnight tonight until midnight on Tuesday. We are expecting a lot of rain to fall across the Brazos Valley, so make sure you are paying attention to the radar throughout the entirety of the weekend. Now, we do have a tornado watch also in effect for Lee County, though, until 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Some tornadoes could pop up ahead of this line of thunderstorms, and that is where we have the greatest threat, is right now off towards our west and also for Lee County. We do have a couple of computer models that we look at here in the Weather Center, and the first one that we use the most is this one, and what it's showing us is it thinks that we are going to have a lot of our moisture move in from now until about midnight tonight, with the main line that we're currently watching off towards the west coming through at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then after that rain moves away, it seems that it has us clearing up just a little bit with a few isolated showers behind it, just because we still will have a lot of moisture to work with, and then the clouds will of course stick around on Sunday. So this is one possible option, although we are thinking that our other computer model that we have in-house will have the best possibility for what is actually going to happen. So this is what we're basing our forecast off of. We do have a small chance for an isolated shower throughout the evening, but our main event is going to come early on Sunday, with most of the rain coming through by 5 o'clock in the morning and taking its time moving out of the Brazos Valley. At that point is when we will be seeing some heavy rainfall, and that is when our flooding concern is going to be at its highest. And then after the main line moves through, there is a lot of moisture to work with still, so we do keep rain chances in the forecast throughout the entire afternoon and evening on Sunday. So again, make sure you're paying attention to radar and bring the umbrella if you are headed out. So here's what your Sunday rain chance looks like. We started off at about 50% by midnight. It increases up to 90% by the early morning hours on Sunday. If you're headed out to church, definitely keep an eye on the radar then. And then throughout the rest of the afternoon, the chance will continue to stay high at 70%. Rainfall totals over the next 24 hours or so. Keep in mind this is the first round out of a few that we're going to experience over the Memorial Day weekend. Rainfall totals look to be anywhere between half an inch of rain to maybe even 3 inches of rain. So this is our first event, so we will be adding to these rainfall totals as we head into Monday. So again, definitely keep an eye on where you're going, especially if you're driving. It would be a good idea to turn around and don't drown. If you do see water on the road, make sure just to turn around and don't try to drive through it. So these are our main concerns during the next 48 hours. Our flooding concern is very high, which is why we do have that flash flood watch in effect for the next 2 days or so. Our wind chance is going to be moderate, but we do have a very low tornado chance, even though we do have that tornado watch in effect right now for Lee County, because again, there is a possibility we could see a few isolated tornadoes spin up ahead of the line. Just keep an eye on radar, keep an eye on Facebook as well. We'll have all of your updates throughout the evening and throughout your Sunday as the rain moves through. For tonight, though, rain and thunderstorms mainly overnight into the morning hours, with temperatures in the low 70s. We only get into the upper 70s and the low 80s for tomorrow, all because of the cloud cover and because of the rain that we are expecting. After Sunday, on your actual Memorial Day, we do have a 70% chance of rain. It looks like things will be more widespread too, so again, we are concerned about the flooding issue on Monday. Moisture will stick around for Tuesday, which is why we have a 60% chance, and then it continues on throughout the week. We are in a very rainy and wet pattern over the Brazos Valley right now, so it's very important that you are paying attention to radar if you are headed out and that you bring your umbrella. Can't say it enough times to bring your umbrella because you're definitely going to need it. For the latest radar information, you can always go to kbtx.com and click on our interactive radar, and for your updates as well on the weather when it comes through, you can always check right here on Facebook. But for now, hopefully you have a good rest of your Saturday.